We started doing design a long time ago, and it never really felt totally satisfying. We were never really all in on just doing architecture. We always wanted to do something a little bit bigger.
Because we have such a creative family, I would say it was sort of collaborative, but my sister started it. And then it doesn't take much to kind of, take some momentum from there and become its own beast.
So the big dream is to segue into development. By development, I mean real estate development. So we want to have more control over more aspects of the project, be vertically integrated. So instead of just designing it and have someone else build it, we want to design it, build it, sell it or rent it, and control our destiny. The way it works right now is it's very limited based on your access to capital. So what we want to get into to prove that you can use your talent and your hard work in exchange for traditional capital. That's why we want to get into development.
Once she kind of got the bug, we all took our own little piece of inspiration and then added in where we could find a spot. And then we find ourselves here with a building to build.
Hey, let's go.
See it.
Hey, how's it going?
Haven't met you in person,
I
Heidi.
know.
Pleased to meet you. Jeff.
Jeff.
Our farm contractor.
Hey, nice to
putting
meet you,
in
Jeff.
foundation.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Nick
meet
and
you.
Heidi.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But that's what this is.
Oh,
I
you mean
went-
with like a marker?
I add up this way,
Yeah, they're
and I've
not
got this
on the
measurement.
windows.
Well, and then, our garage step down there.
Wow, that is some precision grading right there, that is.
Yeah, you missed the day. You could have driven this thing. I got to do a lot of the hands-on design work, and I'm going to continually be part of the building process. And anytime, like the last few weeks have been happening, something comes up, I get to be one of the first people called and then say, this is what we should do, or we can't do that, and this is why. And so I'm probably more of like, I'd call the nuts and bolts construction person in this development. This foot should be just 3 inches higher because I have that much gain in like slope.
The development has a TV series component because that was the way to get the conversation going. So as an outsider to development, we needed a pitch. We needed to say, what we're bringing you is something different than you can do yourself. So we reached out and found an investor that was comfortable doing development and said, look, we're going to take over your development and we're going to turn it over to up and coming designers to finish it out. And we're going to make a TV series so that when we're done, those units are going to sell for more than they would if you did it the traditional way. The format is 4 teams. Each team gets 1 unit, plus or minus 1,800 square feet. And they're 2 people that either have worked together professionally or have supported each other professionally or family members, and they work as a team for 8 weeks to build out an apartment from 0 to fully furnished to go to sale over the course of the competition.
The selection process of materials, finishes is going to be highlighted, and that the story that they're going to tell is going to be very intimate to them and what they're trying to achieve with their space. And if they do a good job, their unit will look very unique and different to the other 3 units. And so when a buyer or prospective buyer walks in and they get inspired, it'll be because that team did something very unique.
They'll be working room by room. So each week, all 4 teams will design the same space from start to finish. And then at the end of the week, the judges will assess it and award based on a score point system which room is the best.
It's going to come down to the dynamic of how the two individuals on the team work together. And then, like me in any project, when you put somebody in a stressful environment, their intricacies, the way they work and communicate, just gets completely emphasized.
So the key criteria that they're going to be assessing the design based on is functionality. Did they stay within budget? How creative were they? And does their design have a unique point of view? Is it market appropriate? And have they clearly honed in on who their buyer is? All those things are going to be considered when they're assessing the value of the design. They have to understand who wants to live in Liberty Wells. Is it a family? Is it a professional couple? Is it a single person that wants the great access to downtown? And Liberty Wells is a transitional area, which is great, which means it can bring a lot of stability to the neighborhood, but there are challenges. There are people living there that don't want it to change. There are people living there that are invested in its change. So navigating the sensitivity and being neighborhood friendly and appropriate is again a huge ethos of the development firm. Equity by design is linked to the idea that when you put in the sweat equity, you get something out of it. And in this case, it's also a play on the word design, because design and the ability to do it well, equaling a higher profit at the end of the day, is another core principle of the concept. That's what we pitch to investors.
It's weird to say this, but it feels like we have succeeded already. The amount of support and kind of synchronicity that's been happening with these meetings and the people we've been meeting have just made it impossible to not feel like success is here, because we've gotten our hand, in this project from a design standpoint. We're already being part of the development, and we're documenting it.
So a success for me looks like all the teams come away with knowing that they are capable of moving up the next level, and the confidence to say, I can transition into development and vertically integrate my business because I just did it.